time to fire up that grill. From smoked pork to smash burgers, outdoor cooking just tastes better. This is the Okie Smokin podcast. And here's your host, John Berry.
Hey everybody, welcome into the podcast, episode number 13 today. Joined here with Dolores. How you feeling today? A little under the weather last week. You back feeling good?
I'm pretty good this time.
She was out during the last episode, but she is here back with us today. And we got a lot to talk about in this particular episode. We're going to go ahead and talk about some food we cooked over the past week. We're going to go ahead and talk about a competition that I had judged. My first time being a judge on some ribs. That was really cool and fun, and some other things. So welcome on in. This is the Okie Smokin podcast. My name's John, joined here with my wife, Dolores. And we come on here every week and just talk to one another a little while. It's fun, isn't it? Don't you like to just get on here and talk for a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no more jitters or anything?
I've never had jitters.
No? I guess it's just me that had the jitters. I've finally overcome them a little bit. But first, we want to first talk about our pizza that we made over the last week. And it was for a collaboration that I did with Jim Kitch's Kitchen, which we've talked about him in some previous podcasts. It's a really excellent, funny, knowledgeable history.
Yeah.
He's got a Cookie Crisp video coming out, and or has already came out. Just always has some very good
like
stuff.
The cereal? Cookie
Yes,
Crisp?
the cereal. I can't
I'll have
remember.
to watch that. I remember I loved Cookie Crisp.
Yeah, he's got Cookie Crisp cereal. Yeah, I was looking here. It's actually how to make cookies from Cookie Crisp cereal.
Ah.
So yeah, he's going to he actually made cookies with that. I haven't watched that video yet, but would like to. But a very great YouTube channel. Yeah, he has a lot of interesting stuff. But we joined a collaboration with him and many others, and you can find the actual playlist on his channel. Our video is in that playlist. But we went ahead, and the challenge or the collaboration was to make anything, but it had to have a banana in it. It could be a dessert. It could be an entree. Whatever it is, that was just the main thing that we had to do. And we did this video last week. And at first we were thinking about doing French toast, like French toast banana and a French toast casserole, which I'm really glad I didn't do that, because I saw the French toast casserole, which you actually would soak it overnight. So I didn't have enough time to do it. So I decided not to do that. But another person did French toast banana casserole, and it's on the playlist, which it looks really good. And I can't remember who that was that did that. But we decided to go ahead and do a Swedish pizza in Sweden. And I was looking at various banana recipes, and you've got the basic banana nut bread, which KME Food, I believe, did one of those, which looked fantastic. But the one we went with was just a pizza, and the dough we put out was just some store-bought dough that you'd buy on the shelf, and then we used some marinara sauce. And then added the bananas, added some cheese, some Gouda cheese, some smoked cheese. And the curry. Yes, that curry and that banana went extremely well together. I mean, it paired like it just paired.
Well, I didn't get to taste it, but it looked good.
Yes. But
the kids did.
Yeah.
And the kids loved it.
You did not try it because you didn't want to break keto.
Exactly.
At that particular time.
Maybe at that particular time.
Well,
I haven't broke keto yet. Mister.
You didn't want to break keto right now. You do break keto once in a while, or do?
Yeah, but remember, I said I'm not breaking keto till our anniversary.
So you still haven't done it since our last podcast. Exactly. We talked about that.
Exactly.
And with the last time you were on 2 weeks ago, you said, and you still stuck to it this whole time.
Still on keto.
Yeah, but I tried it. My son Jacob, Brian, both of them tried it, and they both seemed to like it.
I did get to try the Gouda cheese, and I've never had Gouda cheese, and that was really good.
And that Gouda cheese was the smoked
Gouda.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Man, I wish I would have got to taste that dirty banana, though.
Oh, yes, I forgot. We also made the dirty banana drink that we did with it as well. So we went ahead and froze, and Dolores went ahead and you chopped these up in pieces, put them in a container.
Yeah, frozen.
Throw them in the freezer for a few hours before we made it, and used that as the base of this drink, which, what all did that have in it? I can't remember now. It had a bananas.
It had the coffee.
Coffee liqueur, a coffee liquor.
And then the Captain Morgan rum.
And I used Captain Morgan rum, and I believe we sprinkled some cinnamon and some milk. Yeah. Now, we didn't measure anything.
And we did a little ice because it needed to be a little thicker.
Yeah, I think it would have been fine, but we wanted it to be more like a shake. And so we went ahead and added a few cubes of ice to it and blended that in there. And you didn't try that either, did you? You were unable to try because you couldn't have that. Nope. But you really couldn't taste any of the alcohol in it. All the ingredients completely hid that. It was fantastic. It really was. I can tell
you drank it all quick.
Yes, it was. It tasted fantastic. It was really, really good. It went well with the banana pizza, and no complaints with it at all.
Well, I have some comments on your banana curry pizza also. The Jim's Kitchen.
I don't know. I probably butcher his name. I've heard some people say Jim Kitches. Some people say Jim Kitchies. I think Jim Kitches. Jim Kitchen.
Well, he actually commented on your thing.
Okay, what he had to say.
So much fun that you made banana curry pizza because I made curry. Love hearing about Sweden. It says, Gouda is one of my favorite cheeses for sure. Was definitely looking forward to your reactions. Nice seeing the bananas and booze are a good combo too. Thanks for joining in the banana celebration. Yes,
the bananas and booze did pair well together. And yes, so that's what is even more funny about this and fun about this is now I looked through all of these recipes and I don't really think I saw too many repeats. Like
I have never heard of bananas on pizza, though. That's interesting. And you said that they eat it a lot in Sweden?
Yes. It is.
It's just interesting.
Yeah. You can get it on the menu in Sweden in some pizza restaurants. But we.
So our youngest said it kind of tasted like a pineapple.
Yeah.
He
said it would kind of taste like a pineapple. Well, I mean, you put pineapples on pizza. You can put.
That's just weird bananas, though.
Right. But Guillaume, who was the host of this collaboration, and I really thought it was interesting when I first saw it because I didn't know what video he was making. He didn't know what video I was making. We kind of keep that all in suspense to one another when you do these collaborations usually. And I saw his pop up and it said banana curry as one of the items. And we were talking about this before, and you said he always does, a lot of times does like 3. And we were going to do, so we said, let's do 2 or 3. So that's why we did the banana shake and we did the banana pizza. And what did he do? He did 3. So he did a banana curry and can't remember what the others was now. Oh, a banana brownie.
Ooh,
he used chocolate chips and bananas, and I'm not sure what else he put in there. And there was one more, which I can't think right now what he did, but that was an amazing collaboration.
Someone needs to come up with like avocados. You have to put an avocado and stuff, avocado.
We can create our own collaboration one day if that's what you you think we ought to put out there and see if we get anyone to join in. We may not, but we may get a few people that want to come out.
Avocado dip or something.
Oh yes, smoked avocado dip. That would be amazing.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
Yes, smoked avocados
with some pico de gallo and stuff.
Yeah, smoked pico de gallo. That would be fantastic, no doubt. I think that's something to definitely think about. So that turned out fantastic, and it was really, really fun. So really enjoy doing collaborations and stuff like that. You kind of helped come up with some of the ideal, and we went ahead and put it together. Now, also, I wanted to talk about just this last weekend. I went ahead and went to my first competition where I was able to judge participants that cooked ribs.
Right.
Now, I've mentioned on this podcast before that I have become a certified judge through KCBS, and I am certified in Oklahoma as well. The OCBS, or I may say that wrong. The KCBS, though, it's pretty much is the main one. And I will be able to judge competitions. Now, they had here in Oklahoma, it's a city called Nakoma Park, basically a contest for people to come out and cook ribs, and I went ahead and helped judge that. Now, this judging competition is not officially a KCBS, so it's a little bit more of an independent. So I looked at it as an exhibition game. I looked at it as a way to go and judge something before you hit the big leagues.
So when you judged them, did you do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a number 5 out of whatever? How did they do it?
Well, theirs was a little different than what you get with the KCBS. Typically, you can go from 0, I think it is, which is you're disqualified, and that would be something that the captain would probably help institute for some violation, and then it goes up to 9. Now, this particular one was a little different, and it had decimals, which I wasn't crazy about, so you could rate it like 7.4 or 7.8.
Yeah.
9, and some of them went up like to 9.8, or in one category went to 9.4. You judged on appearance, you judged on taste, and you judged on tenderness.
My thing is, like, in the beginning, you guys had cocktails, so did you judge a cocktail too?
Yes.
That was interesting.
Now, this is something you normally would not judge if it's an official KCBS, because you're not even allowed to really have alcoholic beverages, but they actually did. So we had what they called it a sip and dip, and it's where you were given a drink, which our drink was really good. It was a blue drink, and
what'd you rate it?
I don't remember. I don't know what I rated it, because you had to rate it. I think I rated it better than I rated any of the ribs, actually, because the drink and the appetizer both paired extremely well together. I ate the entire appetizer. It was
what was the appetizer?
It was like a meatball with some bacon wrapped around it. And the drink had one, it was blue, and it was in a tall kind of a...
Was it better than your sliders that you made this last week?
Oh, no. There wasn't nothing that I ate there that was better than anything I cook. A barbecue guy, someone that cooks barbecue, they're the most critical, and they always say theirs is the best.
You think so?
I think that the person that cooks their own barbecue thinks theirs is up there amongst the best. They want theirs to be judged.
Well, we judge yours all the time.
Yeah, and you do let me know when it's not the
when
best.
It's not, yeah.
Yeah, I do have some mess ups here and there, but that was really
hardly ever, though, honestly.
Yeah, it does happen, but for the most part, I think I've gotten down pretty good to.
I would say the only time that it does go bad is when you drink so much and you're tired, and then you just go to bed and forget about it.
Yeah, so that or I just fall asleep and forget about it. Something's cooking, and then it. But
well, I mean, we try to wake you.
Yeah, well, sometimes I sometimes just pass out and call it a day, and wake up the next day and figure out how did that food get in here.
Yeah, it's usually me and your kids.
Well, that's what happens when you work the hours I work. So I haven't been able to.
You've been working 7 days a week almost.
Yeah, so we're doing this podcast. It's Sunday night. It's approaching 8:00 at night because we're trying to get it out. We are going to get it out on time for Monday. And I worked, went in at 6 a.m., didn't get off till near 7 p.m. Right. We're getting home. Saturday I worked. Friday I worked. And then Friday I went to this competition we're talking about. So getting all this out and cooking is a challenge. I would have liked to have really cooked something. So next weekend, since I should not have to work Sunday, I think we'll cook something Saturday night into.
Overnight, like we did the brisket.
Yes, that was really good. I cooked that.
And the brisket was so good, you guys. He cooked it all night Saturday, and it went into Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was done. I think he got it out like, what time? Like around 1. And then you let it rest for a couple hours.
Oh, yes. And I don't know if I mentioned that when I did talk about this on the last podcast, but you were not on that one. So now you can actually tell them a little bit about that. How was that?
Oh my God, it was fall apart. It was juicy.
I have cooked a lot.
It was the best brisket that he's ever made.
I was just going to ask you, I've cooked a lot of briskets in my life.
That was probably the best.
Would you say that ranked number 1, 2, 3? It
number
was
1 on the.
And all I did was use the Pit Boss. I was originally going to use the smokers. I was going to use the charcoal, the Weber Smoky Mountain. And I still want to do that, but the Pit Boss is just, you just hit a button. And so I'm coming more and more a fan of it. I mean,
I'm like, go grill this, but use this.
You cook, and you cook burgers, you cook hot dogs, you cook
I like that one better than any of them out there.
Yeah, it works so great. And I just set it to 180 degrees at 7 at night and let it cook until 6 in the morning. I had a thermometer plugged in to where I could monitor it on my phone. So I'd wake up every few hours, look at it, make sure everything's good. Didn't run out of pellets. Fire didn't go out. Nothing happened crazy. Electricity didn't cause it, because I had a long time ago, remember this, we had the electricity go out when we had a different pellet grill. Yeah. And
that was the tall one, right?
Yeah. We had actually a lightning storm come in. The lightning actually not only put the electricity out, but it even gave a surge to the grill, and
it broke it.
It broke the whole grill. We couldn't use the brisket. The brisket was thrown out. It was sad. And so whenever,
and of course, the warranty was up after.
It was a 5-year warranty, and this happened at like 5.5 years. It seems like that's always what happens to me. I've had something recently go out, and literally it was like 2-year warranty, and it was 25 months. So it tends to always work that way. But we had to throw that one out. But we didn't throw this one out. It was really good, and it had the tenderness. It just fell apart.
The juices, everything.
Yeah, when you pulled it, how you could cut into it and you could pull it. Now, this is the part of me that I'm going to tell you is the barbecue, the barbecue cook talking. That one should have been in a competition.
Oh, yeah, that would have been good.
What do you think it would have?
People, they would have liked that. And it's just everything about it was just like yum.
The flavors were great.
Uh-huh. The fat on it too was good. Like with it, oh my gosh.
And then whenever I wrapped it, because I wrapped it at about 165 degrees.
Those juices were still in the wrap, like it was like.
Yeah, I put I didn't have no beef broth. I didn't, but I always have beer. So I just put about a half a can of beer in there. And when I wrapped it up, and I used 2 different seasonings. I use that, the White Lightning seasoning that I use.
We've been using that on everything because that makes it.
Oh yeah, that is it. I've really become a fan of it, and I use some SPG. So I had a bunch of seasonings on it when I cooked that, and yeah, just it was great. Like she said, nothing about that, and we let it rest, and that's something I don't always do. And after that, I think that's definitely what you got to do. Mm-hmm. So the key I think to cooking a good brisket is cooking it low, cooking it slow, maybe speeding up the process once you wrap it. You can go ahead and turn the heat up and speed it up. But once it's done, you don't want to eat it just yet. And that's the part that's hard because you're just wanting to go ahead and cut into it. But this time I wrapped it in a towel and put it in the ice chest for about 3 hours, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
3 hours or so. And it could have rested another hour. It could have rested another 2 hours because I took it out and it was still steaming hot. It burnt me.
It was hot.
It burnt me taking it out. And I cooked it to 204 degrees and wrapped it. And I was a little worried I'd wrap it and it'd keep cooking, or I didn't, because you read all.
We also left and it was still kicking in the thing. And you was worried about it.
We had to go somewhere. And when we got back, I think it got up to about 206 degrees before it took it off, maybe 207. So we cooked that brisket up to the max and then wrapped it and let it set for a long time and then opened it, wrapped it in some towels in a cooler. So that was a fantastic brisket. And I think it would have done well.
Well, you wrapped it in foil first and then the towels afterwards.
Yes. Well, I already had it in the foil because we wrapped it in the foil to finish the cook.
You said that you just wrapped it in towels. No, you got to tell them that you put it in foil first.
Yeah, sometimes, and when I'm talking, I will say something and we'll re-listen to it and I'll say, what the heck was I saying that for? I may say something that's totally wrong because I don't know, my mouth moves before my brain sometimes. But yeah, that was a excellent cook right there. And here after this, a podcast, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to be making me some Polish sausage. Now we got these at Costco and they come, is there any of we had some in the freezer and you took it out. Is there any left after this one or did you take it all out?
There's one more left.
There's one more. So there's 4. So it came with 12 because we already had 4 of them. And now you took out 4 and we have 4 more. This is just really good. And I'm going to cook these and you just take these Polish sausages out that you put. They were just Polish. Were they anything special? Just basic Polish sausage? I can't remember. They're not no cheddar. They're not.
No. Because I didn't buy the chicken breakfast one. That's what it was.
Yeah, we didn't get those. So
even though that one was 0 carbs on that one.
Yeah.
But I decided to go with.
And these are low carbs.
Yes, it's only 1 carb.
Yeah. So these are
for one.
Yeah. So these are low carbs. So you'll be able to have these, and we're gonna cook these here in a bit. And I'm just gonna throw them on my pellet grill. Mm-hmm. And the last time we did this, they turned out fantastic. And all we're going to do is we're not going to blister them. We're not going to, cook them to a crisp. You like burnt hot dogs.
I do.
You like to burn them till they're to like you're out there doing marshmallows or something. And just put them on there and you bring it in. It's not done yet. You don't want a medium rare hot dog. You want a well done hot dog. Now steak, you want a medium rare. Or maybe even rare. You do like that.
No, I don't like it rare.
You don't like it rare?
You know I don't.
Medium
That's
rare.
You.
Well, I don't care. I
don't
like
it mooing. Ugh.
Yeah, I like it to where a good vet can bring it back.
No.
No? But we're going to go ahead and have these Polish sausages for dinner after this. And all we're going to do is put them on the pellet grill. And these are just, it's so simple. No rub. We ain't got to doctor it up. We don't have to marinate it. These you just put on the pellet grill. I'm going to set it for about 250 degrees, put it on there, and let it cook for about an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and then maybe flip it once so you get them little grill marks in there. And then you're just going to bring these in. I'll throw mine in between a bun with some mustard, with some, just mustard, and eat it. Simple. Maybe I got some relish in there, and that's going to be our dinner for tonight.
Hey, babe, we have some stuff from the community that's talking about your meatball slider video.
Okay, what do they have to say?
Well, Food Crates, is that right?
What's it? Yeah, Food Crates.
Okay. He says, or they, whoever it is, very well explained recipe and a beautiful presentation. Looks tempting. Thanks for sharing. Just joined you, 696. Look forward to your friendship. Stay connected. Love from Germany.
Okay. Yeah, he was our 696 subscriber. And that's what he's talking about there.
From Germany.
And from Germany. If that, I now have, I don't know how many people have listened to this show or YouTube. I actually have people listen to this podcast and several people on YouTube that are from Germany. And I think that's just quite awesome that we're reaching out, and for whatever reason, a lot of people from Germany really enjoy the content we're creating. So Food Crates, thanks so much for that. We do appreciate it.
And then Poor Guy Outdoor, he put, great job, Team Okie. I made these ones. They are so tasty.
Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking, Rob from Chickasha, Oklahoma. I got to tell you, if you like outdoor cooking, barbecue, you got to check out Poor Guy Outdoor. Rob is really awesome. And I'll say he is is he the first? He's one of the first guys on YouTube that reached out to me. He's actually helped fuel me, I guess you would say. He kind of commented early on and kind of gave me the drive to continue the channel, and have reached out and really enjoy his content. So be sure and check him out. That's Rob over at Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking. Lots of great content. And he really enjoys making leftovers. And he likes Stouffer mac and cheese. And then always it turns it into something else. You know, Stouffer mac and cheese. And then he'll turn it into a Stouffer and hamburger or chicken or turn it into some kind of a hush puppy or something. And so really, really good. So glad to see him on there. Anything else you got?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, do you want to let everybody know where they can find us in the community?
Yes, they can find us on social media, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And John's email is john@okiesmokin.com. The fan page is okiesmokin.com/fan page.
Yes. And on that fan page, you can actually create a voice message. And
start asking us some questions.
Yeah, and we will play it on an upcoming episode. That'll be fun.
Thank you for listening to the Okie Smokin' Podcast. Episodes drop every Monday. Don't forget to follow this podcast, or you might miss out on some delicious creations. You can also find us on our website, okiesmokin.com, and on YouTube and other social media platforms. Until next time, keep firing up that grill.
There's a brand new feature available on the Okie Smokin' Podcast. and it involves you. That's right. Send me and Dolores a text. And it's never been easier. Simply scroll down to the show notes description and you'll see where it says, send John and Dolores a text message. Click it. Talk to us. You're probably using your phone anyway, so do it now. Can't wait to hear from you.